Good morning. I am Shirley Chu, and today I want to talk to you about stress. I want to talk to you about some of the causes or triggers, the effects on our total body, and some of the ways we can manage them. But first, let's define them. Stress is defined by Dr. John Goldberg of WebMD as the body's reaction to change that requires a mental, physical, or emotional adjustment or response. So I want to give you an example of a personal experience, a story that happened last year on Christmas Day. My husband, myself, my son, and my daughter boarded a flight to escape the stressors of the holidays. And when the pilot came across the intercom and said, "Prepare for landing," my daughter looked at me and eyes met, and she said, "Mom," in a very trembly voice, "I'm sorry." And I watched in horror as her eyes rolled up in her head. Her head fell back and her body went limp. She was experiencing stress that caused her to pass out. She anticipated an event that was going to happen and reacted in a way that she knew no other way to do because she didn't have the tools to help herself. So let's take a look at some of the ways that we can understand the stressors of the way we feel things. So stressors can be broken down into 3 different categories according to the College of St. Benedict at St. John's University. And the first one is external or environmental. And environmental, those are things that we can't change. We can't change the traffic, we can't change the weather, we can't change external noises. The second one would be relational. Relational is conflicts with other people in anywhere in an environment, whether it be school, home, family, friends. And the third way is internal, which we have more control over, because these are self-inflicted anxieties. We need to recognize that so that we don't put ourselves in that position. So what are the effects this have on us? Let's think about it. Again, 3 different ways. According to WebMD, it can be broken down into body, which is muscle tension. When we tighten up those muscles, we give ourselves headaches. Our chest gets tight, we can't breathe. We may get a stomach ache and have digestive problems. Or anxiety, more anxiety. 2, the second way is how it affects our emotion. How do we feel? Maybe sad, depressed, maybe angry, irritable. And the third way is it affects our behaviors. Maybe become socially withdrawn, have angry outbursts. We may cry. We may not sleep. We may lose our appetite or eat more. So now then let's take a look at what we can do about it. What do we need to do? How can we help ourselves? First, we need to think about breathing. You need to inhale through your nostrils, fill up your belly with air, and as you exhale through your lips, try to feel like your belly button's going to touch your backbone. That's known as deep belly breathing. Do a few of those. Another thing we can do is exercise. Exercise is known to trigger a chemical in the brain called endorphins that spread throughout the body to give you that feel-good effect, like a runner's high. Another thing you can do is self-talk. Remember the children's story of the little engine that could? He had such a negative approach in the very beginning. And of course, he was filling a self-fulfilling prophecy. But when he changed his attitude and gave himself positive feedback of, "I think I can, I know I can, I know I can," he was able to accomplish that. Try that. You can also prioritize a list of things that you need to do. And put yourself on that list because you're important. Your health is important. Break down a big task into smaller tasks. And give yourself enough time for you to do those tasks. Not based on somebody else, but for you. You can take a time out. Time out we think of as something we do, it's a bad thing for children. But what it really is doing is it's trying to get us to regroup so that we can do what we're being asked to do or what it is that we want to do. We can also relax, read a book, go for a walk, Rekindle with an old hobby that you had. Find something to do that makes you feel good about yourself. So to sum it all up together, what I've done is come up with an anagram, because it's a lot of information that I provided you with. And the thing that I want you to remember most of all, the first step is to breathe. And I'm going to use be instead of for bendable because it doesn't really fit, but be flexible. Let things go that really aren't important. Let the little things go. R, relax. Just relax. E, exercise. Get your body moving. Get those endorphins going. A, ask for help if you need it. People are out there that will help you. T, take a time out. Move yourself away from the situation. H, health. Your health is important, which is why you need to manage your stress. And E, exhale.